Now let's turn to an eye-opening interview that I had earlier this week. Modern slavery still exists, and in many places around the world it comes in the form of human trafficking. Yigal Zur is a travel show host and author who's seen this tragic issue with his own eyes while traversing the world. And now he's just published a book about the tragic story of one Israeli family who experienced human trafficking firsthand. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you as well.
All right,
nice
so
being here.
I'm frustrated this is in Hebrew. We'll talk about when it's going to be available in English because I would love to read this. But can you tell us a little bit more about the story?
I'll tell you like this. Basically, the story is about a mother who is opening a new hotel in Koh Samui, in the island of Koh Samui in Thailand. And it's a great day. And the next day is the bat mitzvah of the daughter. And this morning, the daughter is going out to the beach. She sees a Thai lady who is doing, the hair with the... And she said to mom, oh, I'm going for a few seconds to the beach. And then she disappeared. And of course, the book is a thriller about the mother. She's becoming like, real tough after seeing that nobody is helping her. Not the police, not the Israeli police, not the Interpol, not the Thai police. And she said, where's my daughter? Well, there's been so many stories like this, but what I was interested in one aspect is, the Israeli, I would say, ambience. A lot of Israelis are now living in Thailand and Cambodia, and part of them are not on the right side, I would say, of the law. A lot of criminals, petty criminals, people who can't stay here, so they move to Thailand because it's sort of, playground for all things. The second part was because I was traveling so much in Thailand and basically in Cambodia. When you still see like this sort of human traffic, of sex traffic, and unfortunately a lot of Israelis, I would not say maybe part of the but they're taking part of it, even participating. So I was, seeing so many of this, so I was thinking how I can combine the two stories together. I cannot change the world, but at least I can point and say, guys, they should be stopped, so...
Well, I can imagine. I mean, that was probably one of the bigger inspirations were your travels in Thailand, and I think that there are a lot of people who travel to that part of the world, not necessarily with the best intentions in mind.
Not.
But I also think there are people who don't even realize that this human trafficking is happening around them, and they're seeing it firsthand, the people who are working in the tourism industry.
One of the motivation of the lost person, I met a Canadian lady, and she was looking for a daughter for a long time. So this of the lost person, there's so many people who get lost, Israeli persons, young guys basically, after army. So I was involved in searching and even going out as a journalist to cover these stories. And I tried to pull all this and looking into a bit of the moral side of the Israeli outside of Israel. And my view,
it wasn't as pretty as you thought, as you hoped it would be.
No, exactly not. So it's a bit, first of all, it's a thriller, it's a story, but I sense I had to, stand and put a moral side of the author and of myself as a person who see a lot of this and guys, please stop doing it. That's the point.
Great. Well, thank you so much for coming in and telling us about your story and this amazing book. I'm waiting for it to come out in English.
Well, the second one, which I published just before, is coming now hopefully in a year or so. It's called Death in Shangri-La. A different story.
All right,
Thank you.
Another book to look out for.